You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your ability. You are capable of anything. You can achieve any dream. Please don't limit yourself. Don't live your life limited. It's not all sadness and misery. Life's a challenge, but you will succeed. Take control of how you feel in every circumstance. Work on yourself daily. Your story's far from done. The best is yet to come. To achieve, you must believe. You can live out all your dreams. Persevere, you'll make it through. What you need is all in you. Believe you will achieve. You can live out all your dreams. It's about time you knew the truth. You got the power all in you.
Yes, hope you enjoy it. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Peace be upon you. Now we will begin our presentation and our training about Kahoot and how to use it in the teaching process. First of all, I am Shawqia Hawawre, the president of the Arab Teachers Association, which deals with some up-to-date, the most up-to-date techniques and how to train our colleagues locally and globally and how to engage students in the teaching process. And today we will train you, my colleagues from all over the world, either the Arab or the foreign countries, how to use this global apps in teaching and how to engage and motivate your students to be more and more efficient. Now, let's start with my presentation, but please, I have a call. Mr. Amir and Al Hassan, please accept the guests. They are calling me that they are waiting. Please accept them.
Okay.
Yes. Now, yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, now I'll begin my presentation. First of all, I will talk about these objectives, the presenter biography, some information about digital technology, some examples on global applications, some of the advantages and disadvantages of global applications, and of course, the core of this training is about Kahoot and how can we practically use it. And if there are questions, I'm ready at the end of this webinar. Of course, as I said at the beginning, I am Mrs. Shawqia Hawawre from Palestine. I have MA in English teaching, and I am MIE expert for the second year, thanks God, and I am a global teacher. Now, some of my biography, as you see here. I have a lot of achievements. For example, I am a winner of AETA, which is International School Award. I'm the president, as I said at the beginning, of the Arab English Teachers Association. I am a Microsoft Innovative Expert. I am a Nearboot certified educator. I am the head of the team. We are the initiative towards the peak. I am a Wakelet member, leader, and ambassador. I am TIFO ambassador. Also, I am a winner of the Excellency and Creativity Award 2020 from Palestine. I'm shortlisted for the Global Teacher in 2020. Also, I am a participant in the twinning teams in many countries like Tunisia, Libya, Armenia, Argentina, etc. I am a winner of the Green Thinkers Prize. I am a judge in GTA for the second year. I am the head of many teams, as I said. I am a keynote speaker in local and global conferences in many issues. I am a member in a weekly global magazine. I am shortlisted for the Global Teacher another time. I gave and I am giving online free courses on English language. I won the Glory Excellency Certificate from ARTA. I am ambassador for the Green Wide World Project. I am a certified teacher in Class Point and an ambassador for the International Cultural Virtual Passport and many others. Now, as you know, we are living in the global technological age. Now, we will talk some information and tell you some ideas about the global technology from the past to present. As you know, information and communication technologies have spread practically in all aspects of life. But before a decade, in some parts of the world, the priority of access to information and communication technologies was considered welfare, not as today. But now it is widely recognized that investment in is affordable, universal, and at the same time unconditional access to information and communication technologies. And it is very essential to advance progress towards global priorities and particularly sustainable development goals. And as you know, the good teaching is one, it is the fourth aim of the sustainable development. And we should encourage our students, our colleagues all over the world to maintain this goal, to achieve it successfully, and to go ahead more and more. But always we said, and especially during this serious situation, coronavirus, COVID-19, we had, all of us had to online learning. For example, Bernardakis and et al. In 2011, he is a writer, he stated that online learning, also known as WBL, is the learning that takes place via a computer connected to the internet, as it is known. Just you need the computer and internet access in order to do the online learning, despite all the challenges that we faced. The rapid advancement of network technologies not only changes the way in which people access the information, as you know, but also expedite the accumulation of knowledge resources, as many writers stated. Now, if we come to some examples on global applications, there are many. As you know, some we know, some we don't know, some we maybe practice always, some we rarely use them or hear about them. But as you look at this photo, for example, all the family members or all the students, the colleagues are interested and fascinated by these online and global applications, which are very motivating, very satisfying. And these online applications, in my opinion, they make learning fun, and they inspire, they engage the students as well as the teachers. And the teacher, you know, the student is the core and the center of the teaching process. So we should be more and we should be careful more and more about them. What are some of the examples on global applications? We use, as I said, many. Some are very nice, very beautiful. Others, maybe we don't know them. Maybe search, we look up them and on the internet, and you can find more YouTubes about them. One of them is important and engaging one, and I like it because you can use many videos, YouTubes, links, many things. And also another application is quizzes. Also, you can make a quiz by using quizzes and send a link. Just send the link without making an account for your colleague, for your students, wherever they are, and they can be engaged either as assignment or as, for example, live game. Also, is called the flip grid, or send, for example, homework for your student by using your voice and your picture if you want, and the student can react and respond to you the same. He can also answer by using his voice, his for example, leadership, as you know, as it is a very important 21st century skill. The other one is Kahoot, which is our train you how can you make an account, how can you make a quiz using this global application. Another application is CoSpace, which is also for using technology in teaching, and it is very interesting and amazing. Also, Wakelet is I considered it as portfolio, not only for students, but also for teachers, headmasters, headmistresses, directors, even for the housekeepers, the travelers, the sportsmen, etc. They can accumulate their topics, their files in one site, in one application. It is called Wakelet. And if we had a chance, inshallah, I also will train you in Wakelet, in quizzes, or on any other one. Also, there is the KineMaster. It is for making videos. For example, many of us take photos while teaching students or while training students, and we can make them by using this application, which is for videos. Also, another one like KineMaster, and it is very amazing, is Render Forest. It is also for making videos. Sway is like Wakelet as a portfolio. You can use also images, links, YouTubes, etc., PDFs, whatever. You can make a whole unit on the same collection like Wakelet. Also, if you want, I will train you later, inshallah. Nearbod also is very, very amazing, very funny, very lovely. Also, it is like Kahoot. Also, you can make quizzes on it, and you can engage your students either as assignment or online. There is like the class point, the forms, you know the forms. It is Microsoft Forms. Also, you can make quizzes or, for example, polls on it. And also the Canva, which I made this presentation on it. Canva, it is like presentations like PowerPoint, but it is more beautiful than it. Also, you can use by it videos, pictures, many things you can use as you see, or for example, text like this. Now, why these global applications? Also, I said there are many others, of course, but I mentioned a few for the sake of time. But many ask, why do we use global applications? Me, like a global teacher, I like these global applications very much because I believe that they engage my students, they stimulate them. But others maybe say, no, they waste time, they are not funny, they are not necessary, etc. But here, due to the rapid development of information technology, as I said at the beginning, we are living in this age. Web-based learning has become a dominant trend. We cannot abandon it. We cannot be away of this issue. Global applications have proved that they are efficient in increasing students' efficiency and upgrading their understanding. Many students many times said to me, teacher, I repeated the game many times. I found that I had, for example, some mistakes, but when I repeated the game many times, I had self-confidence that I can, for example, learn from my mistakes. And at last, I took the full mark. So this is for increasing students' efficiency and upgrading their understanding. Also, as you know, there are many or multiple learning styles for our students and also multiple intelligences. So as you see here, they are so engaged in their mobiles. So I can, if they are visual, I can use pictures, images. For example, if they are audible, I can, or oral learners, I can put for them a video, and I ask them to watch the video, for example, and answer 1 or 2 questions, or to write 2 examples. For example, if I have a lesson tomorrow about let's say present passive, or past continuous, or if a clause type 0, whatever. Okay, as English teachers, I can send them, for example, a video by using these global applications, and ask them to write 2 examples of them, or to tell what is the rule, or what do you understand. So this is, as you know, this is strategy, as Miss Wafa said once, it is called a flipped classroom, and it is very necessary in engaging our students and stimulating them. Okay. And also it's used the multiple intelligences, because there are many. Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages of technology? All of us always say there are some advantages, and others say there are disadvantages for technology, and it is a truth. But what are the advantages of global applications? Now, the first thing that it saves, or they save the time. The global application saves time and money. And number 2, better retention, as I said previously, and it is personalized learning, and it is environment friendly. And here it is very necessary point, and very important and vital point, to be friendly to our environment, especially that we are suffering from pollution, for example, and from the challenges that they come with it. Also, some others like best communication. I like these global application using Teams or Zoom, whatever, in order to communicate with my students and my colleagues better and better. And also, it gives us better education. This global application gives us better education, and we can maybe, if we want to search for different jobs, easier life, it benefits everyone, and it advances and improves our students and colleagues levels. There is a saying for Caroline. She says, if someone would have told me I was going to spend 10 to 12 hours in front of a computer most days to do my job, I would never have chosen my current occupation. But it seems like most jobs these days require constant computer use. So we are under consequences of this critical and very urgent situation. For myself, sometimes I spend more than 12 hours in front of my laptop in order to do some research, some initiatives, some quizzes, some global applications, some preparation, some contact with many local and global educators all over the world. So this leads us to the disadvantages of global applications. The global application, it lacks social interaction sometimes because there is no body language, no facial movement in order to see if you ask your student, have you understood this lesson? Is it understood? They may say yes, but you don't interact face to face with them. Also inaccessible to others because, as you know, not many students, for example, have access to internet or many sufficient devices, so maybe it is a challenge and a shortcoming. Also, if you want to make assessment, so here cheating is unavoidable. They can cheat, but here I am assure that when you make global applications, make them very easy, very engaging, in order not to make them, for example, bored. Also, the global application requires self-motivation. Now, not only the student lack the self-motivation, but sometimes we as teachers and educators lack it. And also, sometimes we lack the proper time. Maybe me as a housewife, besides I am a teacher, maybe it is not the proper time to give some online courses, for example. And also the management skills. Some of us, like teachers or students, lack the skills for management. They don't, for example, how to access this game, how to do it, how to play it, either how to open your laptop or to share the sound or whatever. So those are some of the shortcomings. Now we come to our core topic, which is Kahoot. We listen, we hear Kahoot, Kahoot, Kahoot. Many maybe know about it. Many don't know. Maybe this is the first time. So we will learn some information about Kahoot. What is it? Now, what are the skills gained by Kahoot? Yani, if I learn it, if I practice using it, what skills can I gain? And what are the characteristics of this global application? And how to register? It is very important point. It is the core here. How to register to Kahoot application and how to design Kahoot projects in order to share with our colleagues and our students. First of all, let's come to the first point. Kahoot is a game-based learning platform for schools. It is free. So the first characteristic we can guess, please pay attention to this information, because after that, before beginning training you on Kahoot, I'll give you a short quiz on Kahoot in order to check if you understood something from this presentation about Kahoot or not. So please pay attention to this information. It is free and carries no adverse, and registration is very simple via the page. This is the page, and just put on Google or any browser that you like Firefox, Edge, whatever. Just write Kahoot.com and you can begin, as we will see practically, inshallah. Now, and also it is a digital platform based on the learning by play system. So it is a game platform. It is about gamification. And as you know, it is a very engaging strategy for us as teachers and for our students. And the students then respond to a range of multiple choice questions designed in any subject, not only in English. If you are also an Arabic teacher, a history teacher, mathematics teacher, biology, chemistry, whatever, you can design a Kahoot one using any language, not only in English. You can also design your Kahoot in Arabic, in Latin, in Italian, in French, whatever language you wish, and different levels in the class. Okay, also it suits the first grade, the second grade, the 12th grade, the university grades, whatever. The first thing that we come to is skills gained by using Kahoot. Number one, make and fun and attractive and funny and attractive. So this is the first skill. And then getting a safe team space. You can work either as a team or individually. And also cooperating in games with colleagues. You can cooperate. The other point or the other skill is it is enhancing the spirit of society, cooperation, and the skills of the 21st century by distinguishing your games. So cooperation, as you know, creativity, leadership, problem solving, using technology in teaching, those are among the 21st century, which we should, as the educators, concentrate on. Also maintaining our basic learning system free of charge, as we said. Now let's come to the characteristics of Kahoot. Number one, creating a bank of the questions in the teacher's account. It means they will be accumulated in your library as a bank whenever you wish, even after 1 year, 1 month, 2 years, 10 years, whatever, you can return back to them if you don't have time to design new ones, and just take the link and share it with your colleagues, your students, or whoever you want. Also, it is a free application. The most important characteristic is that you can add images, text, videos, links, whatever during the question design in order to suit your students' levels and the multiple intelligences and types of learning. Now, this is the first thing when you put Kahoot on any browser. As I said previously, this is the home page that comes with you, as we will see now practically. Here, as you see, the Kahoot, news, etc. I will not concentrate now, but when I train you practically, I will show you these things. This is the home page. This is the registration. As I said, put Kahoot in any browser, Firefox, Google, Edge, etc. And then if you want, you can put an email, a new email and a password, or you can register by these things, either by your Google, by Gmail, or by Microsoft email, or by Apple. You have many choices. Now, then you can pick your account kind. Are you a teacher? Are you a student? Is it a personal one? Is it a professional one? Yani not only the teacher can register on this application, but also students, personal. If you want, for example, for your photos, we as Muslims, for example, we don't show our pictures or our photos for anybody, especially in, for example, in parties, in celebrations, etc. So we can put them here in a group, and we can make it a private just for us in order to save them, for example, to return to them, to record our memories. Also, the housekeeper maybe put some tips or some recipes, etc., for dishes, etc. It is also for professional use. If your students want to register, also they can. And of course, nowadays, today we will train you as a teacher. How can you register in order to have an account? Also, when you want to practice online, we can maybe practice online to engage competition. For example, to engage students in a competition, we can, after making and designing a Kahoot, then you will share it by using the game pen. You will send this pen online at once, and then your students, your colleagues, they can be engaged in the same play at once, and they put their names as you see here. They will appear on your screen, and you put this password or this pin here, game pin, then enter. Then you will not begin till your teacher press here start, then you will begin. But here the question will appear on the teacher's screen, and the colors for the questions will appear in front of your students. Now, what are the kinds of questions in this global applications? This is my page. I took it a screenshot from my Kahoot account because I am an MIEE expert for the second year. Thanks God, I have this access to the whole kinds of these questions. But if you are not an MIE expert, you just have this option and this option, and that's enough. I guess it is enough for you, because I said at the beginning you should use it just easily and in an engaging way. So you should use a quiz. It is by choices A, B, C, as we will see, and the true, false, just. But if you have this option to be MI expert, you will also type an answer in using this application. You will let your student to type the answer, and of course it will be one word, just one word, not a full paragraph, because if he changes just one letter, he will give him not full. He won't give him a full. So avoid this. Then a puzzle, as we will see. Then a quick quiz and audio. You can make a quiz by your voice. You can maybe register your voice and ask him a question. Then a poll. This poll is not with marks, just for expressing their ideas, their feelings, their thoughts, in order to let them express their opinions. And also, this is the word cloud. We don't use it many times. It is an open-ended question, and it is a brainstorm. We will not deal with all of them because it will take more time, but I will concentrate on the most important thing. And this is the premium, as you said, because I said I am an MIE expert, and you see here like the presentation, number 1, number 2, number 3, you can add a question, etc. Here, this is the setting, the title. You can write the title of your presentation. For example, Unit 1 keywords, vocabulary about globalization, for example, etc. And if you want another time to come and to edit it, you can, of course. And the most important thing, not like the PowerPoint, if you, for example, work on it for 2 hours and just there is no electricity, okay, you may for example lose your work. No, here just they are saved automatically. Saved to, look here, saved to automatically. Always it means that if the electricity is cut off or the internet access has appeared, your work will be saved. Here, if you want to upgrade your account, it means that you must pay for it in order to have all these options. But I advise you not to do so, because this one and this one are just that we need it. Okay. Here, if you want to exit, and here when you done with all of your with everything, you can press this button. Okay. Now, how to design Kahoot? Here, as you see here, those are some items. The most important thing here, create. You can press it from here and you can begin designing your Kahoot. Here, this is the home page. This is discover, and it is also very important thing. I will show you if you don't have time to form and to create your own Kahoot. How can I get some prepared ones? Someone who has prepared them, I can take them and use them for my student, for my colleagues, okay, from this button, discover, and I will show you that. Here, those are my Kahoots that I made and created. Here, this is also very important, the reports. After doing the quiz with my students or my colleagues, I can, for example, have it as a report by Excel sheet, who answered, what is the percentage of their answering correct, false, what are the most difficult ones, etc. Also, if you want to make groups, for example, to put a group for the 9th grade, the 4th grade, the university grade, etc., in order to be easier to you to return to them another time. This is also another time, the upgrading for paying if you want, and this is for sharing. I will show you how, and this is also creating. This is your account, and those things we will see them later. Look here, as you see, this girl seems that she is looking at something at the teacher's screen, as you see, okay, and she has her device, her tablet here. The colors only of the questions, which are red, blue, yellow, and the green, appear here, as you see. And she is looking at the teacher's screen with the questions in front of her, because it is a live game. But if you don't make it alive, you can make it, as we will see, inshallah, and the students will play it as many times as they can. Okay, now the questions we will let them till the end. Thanks. I will go ahead for a training. Now I'll go to Google. Write with me, please. I want you to go. I will, or first of all, let's come to my Kahoot. I will show you this. My Kahoot. This is my page. This is my page, my account. I will show you how it works. As you see here, this is the page, the whole page, and the main page. This is a premium because I told you about it. This is the home page. As you see, there are many Kahoots here. And this is the button that I said about it. For example, I am an English teacher for the first grade, maybe, or for the middle grades. I, for example, want to search about a prepared one, not for me, but someone has made it, okay? For example, about passive voice. Look, how many projects can I see about passive voice? Number 1, 2, 3, etc. You can select any one you wish. You can also here see show more details, because maybe I don't have time to create my own, so I can just press discover and put the subject here. If you also want, if you want to be more specific, choose the language. If it is math, for example, for multiple numbers, for example, division, etc., you can choose math. For science, for example, about animals, you can choose science. For English language arts, you can choose language, social studies, general knowledge, literature, history, etc. So you can choose. I can choose this one, for example, because I am an English teacher. Then, after choosing the subject, I can write like this subject, passive voice, for example, because I had a lesson about it. Sorry. So look here, because I wrote passive voice, so I had many subjects. Most relevant, look here, the number that you can find on this issue, 65,042. It is a big number. It is very enormous. So you can pick anyone you want according to your level of students. Look here, for example, if I want to choose this one, okay? Look here, there are 10 questions. It is called passive and active. Past, simple, passive voice. Okay, how many times is it played? 23K plays. And how many players did they play? Look, the number of the players that played this game. If you want to start, you can start like this. Just press start and you can begin with it. Look at them if they are correct, if they are not. For example, now he gives you many choices. Do you want to play it in the classic mode or in a shared device and a personal device? What do you mean by this? Classic mode, if you press it, look here, player versus a player, just one against or opposite to another one. Players go head to head using their own devices. Yani each student has a device. But here, if you want to make this game as a group or a team game, you can press on it even if you want as a shared devices or personal devices. What do you mean? Team versus team. Choose if players huddle around one device or use their own devices. It means, yes, for example, I have 20 students in my class, in the 90th class, for example. I divide them into 4 categories or 5 categories. Each category has 4 students, for example, and each category each category just has one device, and they choose a captain to answer the questions, but they work all together in the team spirit. Each category and each member of the category has their devices and they answer. So you can pick any mood that you want. Also here, game options. There are many games options as we see, and there are some of recommendations. Let your Bitmoji host the game. Yani if you want these Bitmoji at the beginning of the game, you can pick here. If you don't, you can put it off. Personalized learning. Also, if you put it off or on, if it is on, so you can, or the color will be changed into green. A friendly nickname generator, what does it mean? If you want your student to use their nickname, you can just press it. But I advise you not to let this option, put it off, because you want your student to, that their names will appear in order to see them in the reports. For example, Ahmed has 10 out of 10. Fatima has 9 out of 10, etc. Not the rose, the angel, the whatever. No. So don't use it. Then also show questions and answers on players' devices. If you want to show them the questions and answers, you just press this. If you don't want this, you can put it off. Here, the lobby music, also you can use it while introducing the questions. While playing, there will be music from the library. If you want it, you can pick, for example, anyone you want, or you can mute it during the game, as we will see. Also, this is a very important thing. As I said previously, they can play the game many times if you put it as an assignment at home. So you should press, I advise you to press this on to randomize order of questions, not in order not to, just to memorize without understanding, in order if they want to play it another time to have the order of the questions, they will become disordered. And also the same here as answers. The one which they pick at the first game when they play, for example, number 1 was A, then it will become number B, for example. وهكذا. Yes, so you can press this. Also advance, if you want these things, you can press them, automatically move through questions. You can press it or just put it off till you begin start or next. Then rejoin after game. If you want to rejoin the game many times, you can also pick it as this or whatever you want. We will come to this. Also here, the language here is very important. You can choose the language that you want. Either it is here, the English is the standard language. There are many other languages. Here you don't find, for example, the Arabic language for us as Arabic is our native language, but inside the Kahoot you can change and write in Arabic. But here, no Arabic, just English is the standard, and Francis, Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, Turkish, etc. You can pick any one you want. And of course, this is my account, the name of my account. Okay, so this is about some of the things that you can pick from the discover button. Just put here, for example, animals, maybe animals or domestic animals, and you can pick anyone you want. Look here, many ones which are very beautiful, very lovely, and you can also see and show more. But what about library? What is library? This is my account, as you see here. Those are some of the projects that I made, either in Arabic, English, for training, for some initiatives that I am engaged in, etc. Look here, look how many. You can make more and more. Now, for example, recent, if you want to look for your recent projects, those are some ones. If you have a draft, which means that they are not completed, you can look at them and you can edit them, you can omit them, you can do anything that you wish. If you have favorites, maybe I put some of my Kahoots as favorites. You can press here and you can see, but I don't. No, I have some of my favorites, this one and this one. This is in Arabic, which is some information, and this is about catenative verbs for the 12th grade on Unit 2. You can press it. It drafts, as you see here, draft, it means, and it looks with the red color, it means that they are not completed, so I can come to them. It is on 9th of November 2021. I can press edit and make anything that I wish, as we will see. If someone shared any Kahoot with me, they can appear, but there are no any ones. Here, those buttons for the shape of, for example, how would you like to this, how you would like to present your Kahoots, for example, like this shape, or like this, whatever you want. Okay. Here, another time, the Kahoots, maybe, so my Kahoots from here or from the library. The courses, if you want some courses on Kahoot, you can fetch them. For example, if you want to pick it, if you can open it, if you want to edit, you can. Here, this is my account. Another time, here, this is School of Awesome. We don't need it. Now, this is the reports. This is a very important thing, as I said. For example, it gives me a hint about my students or about my colleagues, my trainers, how much benefit did they get from it. Look here, if it is an assignment, it tells us that it ends in 20 days. So after 20 days, if you give them the link, they cannot open it. This is the first one, date February 12, 2022. And now I'll give it to you in order to begin with it before we practice making our account to see how can we play it live, inshallah. Assigned Kahoot. If I want to rename it, I can. If I can open it, I can. Now, no one has played it till now. So, but after we play here, as you see, for example, here, unit 8, many or 17 players have played it. This one 60, this one 3, 5, etc., etc. So it gives us here finished like this. Finished. It is out of time. So here, how many players did they play? If I press, for example, this one, I have many notes. If I want to open the report, for example, can I open it? Let's see here. Comparison, for example, 13 players. If I press this, I can open the report or play again or download the report. Sometimes we say maybe there is no internet access. Can I download the report? Yes, I can download it and save it in my laptop. If I want to rename it also, if I want to move it to trash and omit it, I can. If I open it, look here. It gives us more details about this Kahoot. 61% correct. If I want to play it again, well played, he said to me that it is well played. Play again and let the same group improve their score if I want to improve them. For example, assignment details, players, 13 players played it. How many questions? 10 questions. If I want to view podium, which means which is the first, the second, the third, as I said, it is a motivating game and application. It tells us at the end of the game who wins the first place, who is in the second place, in the third place. Look here, for example. Look here. The third one is this one. The second one called Nadia. And the first, look here how well they celebrate you. Miss Najla, a big celebration. Imagine this feeling when you are playing live with your students or with your colleagues and see their names in the first place. They will be motivated more and engaged in this thing, okay? Says at the end of the game from this view podium. If you want to share the podium in order to save it also, you can. Here, look here, it is very important if there are some difficulty questions that cannot be or that they couldn't answer, they will give you here no difficulty questions. But here, look here, need help, three persons need help. Miss Najla, Najla, Shiti, etc. Didn't finish, for example, 5 questions, Najla, etc. إذا بدي كمان if I want see all of 5, so details, more and more details you can come from this thing, okay? I will not concentrate more and more in this. We talked about this, and let's return another time. Now we will, I will go out, sign out of my, before signing out, look here, when I press this picture, of course, there is no picture when you create your first account. You can pick any picture as we will see and put it here. This is my name on Kahoot, okay? If you want to view your profile, you can. If you want to change the language, as we said, you can change it from here or from the place that I showed you. Here you can change the language. This is my profile. This is my name. This is the photo that I use it. I can remove it. I can, for example, go to my laptop and change it because it is MIE 20,000. I can upload from my computer, for example. I can go to my laptop. Maybe I choose this one. Okay, I can make it as I want. Any picture that you want. Then it is uploaded here. Yes, look, I changed my picture here. If you want also to change your username, you can press, if yes, he says to me, look here, when I pointed to the pen here to edit my username, he says to me, you can only change your username once every 12 months. لأنه, because also here Kahoot, it is a gift from Microsoft Office 300, 365. It means that I change it, and after 12 months I can change my name here, because if I change it I maybe lose my free account, my gift. Okay, here it is my name, the full name. Maybe you can put your country also, and the email that you use it in opening this account. This is we talked about that. Here account details, the organization, it means the university or the school that you are working in. The language, here you can pick, as we said, the language that you want. It seems also here no Arabic, but when you create and organize your Kahoot, you can change into Arabic for Arabic teachers, of course, and you can pick any language for the global ones from here. Also the type of workplace, if it is a school, you can pick it is at the school. Higher education, if you work in higher education. School administration, if you are a headmistress, a headmaster, for example. If it is for business, as we said, there is an account for business, etc. You can pick this. Okay, here this one that we will deal with it today, inshallah, for creating and organizing our Kahoots. This is my account another time, and we see it if it is from here or from view profile. This is something that maybe as notification as Facebook and other applications. For example, someone has added a new Kahoot to their profile 1 month ago. You can go ahead to his profile and see what he, for example, has created. Okay, now before leaving my account, I want to give you now this something without opening an account. Without opening an account, it means that I'll give you this game with a pass or a code or a game pen. I'll show you how can we play it in order to check if you understood some information about Kahoot before beginning. It is about Kahoot. All the information are mentioned in my presentation. Look here, I will share it to you. Share Kahoot. Look here from these buttons. Share Kahoot. Okay. No. Or buy, you can also buy the link. I'll send it to you in the chat box. Please press it, just press it. Try to open it. Have you received it in the chat box? Please. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, please open it. Just open it. I'll go to another browser to show how can we open it. Then I just press it. go to another browser. Then I'll open it. We will see. Play as a guest. Just press play as a guest. Yes, the internet access is so bad. Please play with me. Try to open. Just click the link without opening an account now. Just click it and put it in any browser you wish, as you see. I will begin. This is my screen as a teacher. Get ready to join. Look here. Waiting for players. Maybe you can put this game pin, please, 484108 here. Did you enter? Yes, let's see here. I will not start.
First, Kahoot is a game-based or gamified student response system that takes something like a Socrative type student responses, but it also adds some gaming elements like a point system. It has interesting music and visuals, and what I like most about this is not only is it engaging for the kids, but it's easy to set up, and I would say even easier to actually pull off and play in your classroom. You can use any device, and all you need is one
Yes.
one way to share out the access code, and anybody can play. I'm going to show you how to quickly set
Enter the pin game.
You're going to go to getkahoot.com. This is the teacher side. This is where you're going to set up your games and save your games. And then kahoot.it is where
Marina, just Marina.
To go to kahoot.it. They can go to on their Chromebook, on their laptop, on their iPad, any device they have, even their phones. As long as they go to this address, they can get the game pin and they can play. So once you sign in,
yes. Now I will start.
It's going to give you a dashboard with your Kahoots, public Kahoot.
Look here. Let's answer with each other. If you can't, till now. Number 1. Can I analyze the results and print them? Please answer in the chat box. If you can't, answer now. Yes. Then, who is benefited from this app? No one. The teacher, the students, both the students and the teacher. Yes. If you don't answer because you must be quick, it will be wrong for you. Then, next. Do we need to have internet access to use the application? True or false? Yes, of course, we need it. The aim of Kahoot is to learn through playing, to check, to create all the mentioned things. Yes. Then next. Yes, look here. Marina, how many points did she get? When do we use this game? At the mentioned, no, during the lesson, before the lesson, after the lesson, or all the mentioned things. Yes. Look here, the time is coming to be over. Yes.
First, Kahoot is a game-based.
Yes. You listen. Also, you hear the voice. You can also make it read for the students. Then we will come to the podium as we will see if we are engaged more and more. We will play it at the end of the training, inshallah. The first one is, because there is one player, is Marina, and they celebrate her, okay? Because no one entered in this game. So, now let's stop and leave this one. I leave my account now and stop this one. Okay. I now begin with a new account. Look here, the first thing I bought Kahoot here. Just when you write it, you will have this page. Look here, these are two things that we should concentrate on. The first choice and the second option. What is the difference between them? When you put Kahoot, just put Kahoot in any browser like this. This is for teachers, for creating and making Kahoot projects. But this is for students when you give them the PIN code. Just to open the Kahoot without making an account, just put the PIN code and begin playing on live with each other, for example, or with you as a teacher. Now, the most important thing today is this one. How can we create this Kahoot? Press this one, the first one. Look here. This is the homepage as we saw it in our presentation. Kahoot, news. If you want to have a news, I will not concentrate on these because there is it is wasting time. You can look and find out yourself whatever you want about these. This is about contact sales if you want to buy it and to be premium. This is explore content as discover button. This is play for if you want to play, for example, without having an account. Just have the PIN code and just put it here. Just put it here. And every time you switch the game, you will have a new code, a new PIN code for the game. But like the code that we saw previously, just put it, for example, as it is seen, then enter, then put your name, and you can enter the game as we will see. We will begin step by step. Now, those buttons are very important. What is the difference between signing up and logging in? As you know, in any application, if you are a new user for this application, you can press sign up. If you have an account in this application, just log in as you saw me. I put my email, my password, and just I logged in. But I expect that all of you are new to this application. Just press sign up. Now, this page, we saw it in our presentation. You can pick what account are you designing. Are you a teacher, a student, personal, or professional? I pick a teacher, and then describe your place. Do you work in a school, higher education, a school administration, business, or other? If you, for example, in sports, in traveling, whatever, you can choose other and maybe write it. Just press school I expect that you are at school or university. Now I'll make new account for my colleague. I had her email. And try to save it. Your account, I mean your account. Because if you lose it, you will lose your projects on this Kahoot. Then the password, this is the first thing that I can make it. The password, then one. Yes. Bismillah. If you want to see it, you can show your password to be sure that it is correct or not. So you can first put your email, a new email, I mean, and put the pass. If you don't want to put a new email, just press continue with Google, and I advise you to use it because it is memorized by you. Just press it, but I don't want to use it now because at first time I had an account on my Google account before becoming an MIE expert. So I bought this new one for the sake of a training. Or if you have an account on Microsoft, press it also and just press it and enter and create your account, or with your Apple account or with your Clever account. No, I don't want this, but I advise you, as I said, with this. I bought a new one for my colleague in order to do the step by step. Sign up. If I want to save it for the sake of not, for example, forgetting it, you can press save. If you don't want, no, never. I will enter a new Kahoot, Please do as I do. Look here, level up Kahoot in any learning environment. He gives you many ways of using this Kahoot. Do you want to use it basic, free? Continue for free. But what are the characteristics of the free account? Here, create Kahoots with the quiz questions, host and play Kahoots, assign student-based Kahoots, up to 50 players per game. Just only 50 players can enter your game. But the other ones, look here, if you pay for them, for example, $3 per teacher per month, every month you will pay $3, you will, for example, have more up to 100 players per game. If you want to buy, just press buy now, and you will make many steps in order to pay. And also there are some other things more than the free ones. Look here, slide layouts. You can use slides, for example, premium image library, because you can pick any image from the library if you pay $3 each month here. But here maybe just a few ones in the library. If you want to pay more, for example, $6 per month, so you can type answer more kinds of questions, as I showed you, more types of questions. You can also audio, you can make audio any questions as you heard some questions, not only by writing but also by listening to them. Also you can personalize learning, also not 50 players or 100 but also 200 players. You can press now, or you can try it free as a trial. If you want to have more characteristics, you can pay $750 per month for each teacher, and also more characteristics to become an ultimate Kahooter. Unlimited teacher groups. You can have as many groups as you want. Also many courses with full functionality, access more learning apps, up to 2,000. Look here, from 200 to 2,000 players. It means that it is not suitable for us, I think, because not many players will play it. Also, you can press it. No, I can choose this because it is a new account. Look here, this is my page, this is my new page. As you see, there are no any project. If I press library, you will see it is you will see it as empty one. If you want to discover, as I said, just write the subject or the topic of your searching, and you will find on any subject. As we see also here, those are some of the games that you can play them. For example, good news, what is misinformation, etc., etc. You can pick friendship with Raya, for example, for our children. If it is engaging, we can pick one. Let's come to the practical use. Just press create. Now look here, because here it is free, we have some of these things. New Kahoot, you can create new Kahoot. If you want to teach with the slides, also you can press here. If you want to make your Kahoot for formative assessment, you can press here. If you introduce new topics with the blind Kahoot, you can press this. If you want to practice spelling, it is very necessary for the kids, especially to use spelling for adjectives with puzzles to engage them, and in order to encourage them to memorize some keywords, you can press and go ahead with this. If you want to get to know your teacher, you can press this. We will not deal with all of them because it will take more time, but we will go ahead with this one. Now here, this is the most important thing. How can we create? The first thing, I will put the title of our lesson. Maybe I will make a lesson about healthy food. Healthy food. Maybe I will put healthy and unhealthy in order to compare them, to encourage this, my students. Look here, 78, it means that I have, for example, to write till I finish these letters, 78. If I exceed it will not be good. Then you can put a description, for example, maybe unit 7 for 11th, for example, 11th grade, maybe any grade that you want. Okay, 11th grade. It talks about, you can say more about this topic. It talks about, or I want to differentiate between healthy and unhealthy food in order to encourage my students to do so, and so, etc. Save to. Do you want to save this project to my Kahoots or to my library? Change if you want my Kahoots or anything else. No, I will put it on my Kahoots. If you want to put a loopy video, what is a loopy video? It means that you can bring a video from the tube and put the link here in order to watch it and to ask them some questions about it before beginning with the Kahoot. It will be very supportive and vital. Now here, I'll put a picture which tells us more about this project. I will press it, add image. For example, maybe from the library here, look here, maybe from the pictures that are found in my library here in the library, in Kahoot library, it means, or I can search healthy food, maybe. I will write and search. Look here, there are many photos that you can see on this page. I can pick any one I want. Maybe I press this one. If I want to change it, then another time you can press it and change it. If you can, for example, make changes on the same one you put, look here, you can make it like this, or you can keep it as it is, then you can save it. If you want to change it another time, add image, you can add another image, maybe this one. Okay, if you want, you can choose. If you don't what you want, you can cancel. Okay, then, sorry, I don't save it. Healthy So I pick one. I pick one to suit my Kahoot. Look here. This picture is connected with my lesson. Because I should save my work. Okay, then look here, the language, as I said at the beginning of the Kahoot, there is no Arabic language, but if you want here to begin your Kahoot, you can choose Arabic, for example, Turkish, Portuguese, German, Italian, Albanian, American, etc. So you can pick any language you choose. So now I will pick English for the sake of training. Then here it is very important. Look here, the visibility. Whom do you want to use or to see this Kahoot? Is it private or public? If you put it private, no one will see it. If I search, it means if I search for healthy and unhealthy food, I will not find your project if it is private like this. But if it is public, as you saw when I sought for passive voice, for example, I had many projects, a lot of projects, numerous numbers of subjects on the same topic. So I advise you to put it public because you work harder and harder in this Kahoot, not to be private for the private use, no, to make it public and to benefit others like colleagues and students. Here, the loopy music, if you want to pick the kind of music to be played while playing the Kahoot, you can pick from the library. But look here, you see here the name of the lobby. If I come, for example, to YouTube, and this is my YouTube, for example, I will pick one, maybe this one, or I can choose healthy and unhealthy food. I can choose a video. I'll put it. I'll take.
Welcome to the Healthy Unhealthy Quiz.
I'll go another time to my Kahoot. Sorry. Where we go? Sorry. Let's close them for the sake of time. So look here, another time, please look here, lobby music, it is appeared here, but if I put the link here, what will happen here? It will disappear because either the link for your YouTube that you picked or the lobby music. When you put the link for YouTube here, the lobby music will disappear. When you omit it, look here, it will another time appear here. But if you want, put it here. Okay, now we put the title here, the options, the description, maybe etc. Whatever you want here. Okay, put any description that you want. Then done. It means that you will save your title of the Kahoot. Look here, saved to my drafts because I am not finished with it. Okay, now I will press and write, for example, a question. Is this, مثلا, what kind of food can you see? Either by writing or you can prepare a work paper with the questions that you want, and then you can just copy, and then here paste for the questions. Then you can here make it like this and make it bold or italics, or maybe those symbols, we don't need them, just these things, maybe these for mathematics subjects, maybe. So in case or for the sake of making your Kahoot look very. What kind of food can you see? Look here, the kind of a question, it is a quiz. If you want to change it like a true, false, for example, you can true or false, and you can pick either true or false, the correct answer. But no, I want it as, for example, here as just a quiz. Look here another time, just can choose either the quiz or the true false, but here we have a star. It means you to enable you to use them. But if you become MIE expert, you can, like me, of these things, but they are not necessary. I advise you just to use these things at this stage. Now I put food can you see, maybe healthy food, this one unhealthy food, healthy and unhealthy. Which is the best answer? And the correct answer, you must put the tick beside the correct answer. Okay, now I can here add a question from here, or you can here duplicate the question in order to save time. For example, if you want to duplicate it, just duplicate it. Look here, the same slide, the same slide. If you don't want it, you can press the delete button, and then he assures that you will delete it or not. Yes, delete it. You can add from this. Another time, those are the options, maybe from here, from this side, or from this side. You can choose true, false question. For example, healthy food gives us many benefits. Also, another time you can make it like this and bold. Then you can pick another time. Now look here at this list. You can choose images, many kind of images, maybe getting images from the library as you see, or GIF like this. You can pick a GIF if it is necessary, or you can search for it, like stickers like this, if you want to choose any suitable one, or videos. You can put just the link, for example, or from these things, or a link you can bring from the YouTube. For example, I look for one that is associated with my subject, healthy food, مثلا. Okay, maybe I search for it. Look, many videos we can pick. You can pick anyone, for example, this one. Look here. And the most important thing, that you don't want the whole video in this question, because it is too long and it will be wasting time. It will waste time, and it will be boring for the students sometimes. You can, for example, pick from the minute 1 done till minute 2, for example, 1 minute, maybe 3 minutes. How much time do you want? You can pick. Then you can make done, then add. So here he will listen and watch the video just for 1 minute or 2 minutes. Okay, if you want to remove it, you can remove it. If you can if you want to listen to it, you can. Now the healthy food gives us many benefits. True or false? طبعا true. Okay, then another time I can go to quiz. I can pick any picture now. Look here. audio. You can hear also text to be read aloud. You can write something, and when practicing the Kahoot, the students, for especially with the special needs who are very weak in reading or listening or handicapped, the question can be read aloud for them. So, for example, you should eat healthy. Okay. Audio, the audio language, also you can choose it. If it is for Arabic students, you can pick Arabic. If it is for French ones, you can French, choose French language, English, etc. Then you can add it. We will see. Listen.
You should eat healthy food.
Did you hear it?
You should eat healthy food.
Yes, if you hear it, please put number 1 in the chat. If you hear it, put number 1 in the chat. If you hear the voice, please put number 1. If you don't hear, put 0. Yes, nice. So it seems that it is audible. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. So you can put this one, and you can write it another time here if you want. Okay. You can here edit it also. Look here by the pen, by pressing the pen, we can copy it, add, and I can put it here another time, also another time, make changes and edition, etc. You should, here we can make it true, false. Yes, then we can add another question. Look here, from where? I don't want from the images from the library. I don't need the GIFs, the stickers, the videos, or the audio. I want to upload images from my laptop. It seems, or it means that I should prepare a file with some pictures on the same topic. Look here. I will go. Look here, I have prepared many pictures on this subject. For example, I can pick one and put a question on it in order to make my Kahoot very lovely and enjoyable and funny at the same time. For example, look here, maybe this one. It is uploading. Look here, if I don't want it, I can press another time and change it. This picture shows us how are the vegetables and fruits, for example, are very important for us. For example, people should concentrate on fruits only. No. On. Maybe I pick one, this one, fruits and vegetables, and put the tick in order not to forget, because if you don't put, it will not work. Yes, another one, I can duplicate it. Look here, the same. Look, the slide is the same as this one. I can remove it another time. I can put another one from my pictures here. And this is the question, the same question. I can edit it. It is Arabic, sorry. People who don't, this is the last question, eat healthy food are better than those eat هنا. Yes, people who don't eat unhealthy food, who eat, sorry بغيرها. People who eat unhealthy food are better than those who eat healthy one. طبعا بده يصير هاد true false. طبعا pick كده correct option, and you can also change the picture either from that you choose or from the library. It means here when you choose these pictures with different types of questions that you will motivate your students to learn more and more about healthy and unhealthy food, to encourage them also about the benefits and the advantages of eating healthy food. Now, this is the last question. How can we share it? This is the most important thing. How can we play it, either live or as assignment? It depends on the internet access. It takes time sometimes. Yes. Yes, look here. So this is the last thing. After you finish, put the title and you saved everything here. It is saved by your laptop. Look here. This is how can your images also appear. But unfortunately, because it is free, just this is the first thing that you can have an access to it. But like me, no, I have access to these things. What is the difference between them? I will show some questions on my own account to show what is the difference, but after we finish, inshallah. Now let's come to time limit for each question. For each question, if you have a look beneath the question type, here there is the time limit. It means that how much time does it take to be answered each slide, each question. Do you like it to be 5 seconds? The more time that you can have just for minutes, and it's not advisable. I mean that you don't or you mustn't write, for example, a full answer. Just use a specific and very short answers to make it very interesting, more interesting for your students. Maybe I will change it to 30 seconds. And the points, how many points each question will have. The standard, it means that from the Kahoot, if you want to have double points, you can pick this one. If you want to be no points, no, I don't advise you with this, either this or this. I many times put it or keep it as it is standard. Now, the answer option, is it a single select like this, just one answer, or multiple select. In your free account, you only have the single select. But if you are an MIE expert or you paid for your account, you will have multiple select, as you will see in my account. For example, many things, many questions, maybe I will put for them the answer A and B or B and C, for example, etc. So no, just here we don't have just one option. We have just only one option. Okay, if you want to delete it, this question, you can delete it from here or from here, as we said here, duplicate and delete, or from here and here. This is another option. Now, upgrade, we said for paying themes. It is very important to put a theme. It means it's like a background for your slides. You can pick from these. Look here, there are many ones you can pick. For example, you can choose this one. Look here, it makes it more beautiful, or maybe this one. It is also very beautiful, especially for kids. Maybe this one for New Year's 2020. Okay, like this. Any theme that you want. Look here, look here. Then this is from the themes. This is for a preview. What is the benefit of making a preview? It means that maybe I put some wrong spelling, some wrong choices, etc. So I will make a preview for my questions. Look here, healthy food gives us many benefits. Is it false or yes?
Cricket Group food sources.
Yes. Then I will move to another slide.
You should eat healthy food.
Yes. I will make a preview for them. Then I will return. So this is for the sake of correction, editing maybe. If you want to exit before saving, you will lose maybe your work, or it will be as a draft. But before existing, always make save, make save. Okay, save, it means like you will keep it another time, you can return it. Start a free trial. Yes, start a free trial. Yes, read aloud, theme back, etc. Now, no, I will not need this. Cancel. Now, how can I use it? Continue editing. No. Let's see. Number 1, yes. Number 2, number 3. Yes, we pick here. We pick one. Yes, and this one. Okay. White draft. Yes, maybe there is a premium one. Look here. It means that there is something wrong in my work. Why? Because if you have a look here, it doesn't save, and it is saved in my draft. He says that there is something that is not acceptable for me, because here I should pay for this option. This one, so I can remove it. I can remove it for the sound, because it is a free account. I can put another one. Look here, unhealthy. From the library. Look here, all of these which have stars, I cannot use them because I must pay for them. Just you can pick the ones without stars, but it seems that there are stars. What is the solution? I go ahead another time to my file. Okay. So then we will see. Bismillah. Why? There is something wrong. We will see what is it. It should save here. If it doesn't work, I'll go ahead to my account and we will play someone. Here he says setting up your new plan. Sometimes we face challenges, so we should be patient and go ahead. Yes, it seems that I should pay for it. No, I will go out of it, okay, and then go to my account. Exit. Sign out, it means here that I can sign out. If I want to put a picture, as I showed you, you can put a picture for your account, but I will sign out from this account. I go ahead to my account. Look here. Yes, I will go to my library, for example, and I will give you this one. Let's see this one. It is about past simple. Here, look here, past simple or present perfect. This is a topic and a subject for many students in many levels. How many times is it played? 29 plays. How many players? 44 players. If we want to edit, you can edit. If we want to put it in favorite Kahoots after creating our Kahoots, you can put it in favorite. If you want to pick these points, you can add it to course. You can share your Kahoot. Now I can share it, okay, by this one, by a link or any other thing. And now I will show you these things. How can either start or assign? Assign as assignment for my student. Look here. When I press this one, it means that I'll give it as an assignment for my student, but I should put a time or a limited time for them. For example, today is 13. Maybe I will put it on the 14th of February and it will end, for example, at 7 p.m. or at say 11 p.m. whatever time you wish, okay? Then you can put a timer for the question. It means that you have, for example, limited time. When the time is finished and you don't answer, it will be wrong if it is on. But if it is off, there is no question timer. But I will press it on in order to motivate and to make them compete between each other in order to make them or to see who is the winner. Here, the personalized learning. Also, if you want to put it on or off, it is up to you. But here, it is advisable to press on, as we said, to randomize the answer order if he wants to play it another time, not to memorize them without understanding. So put it on. If you want to generate nickname, press on, but I said at the beginning, no, just put it off. Here, because it is a gift, you can, or many players can be engaged in this game, about 2,000. Then I can create it. Then I can send the link for my student in many ways. Look here, it is the title, past simple or present perfect. Here, the summary of this thing, players, questions, invite more people. If I just copy this URL and send it to you, or the game bin here, yani, there are two ways here, either by to invite my student to play, either by this pin code. Look here, I will give it to you in the chat box. Okay, or I can press the link here. So those are the two options in order to invite people to work. Please choose one and we will play it after a few minutes, but let's continue. So I can invite more players to play with me by the link or the code pin here. Or also there are other ways to share, either to Google, Google Classroom here, press it if you have an account, for example, then he will open your account on this Google Classroom. You can pick the class that you want, for example, to the 10th grade, to the 9th grade, to this, for example, initiative, maybe for this grade. Then you should choose if you want to choose to use it as a homework, if you want as just to put them for a question, to make an advertisement about something, or to create some material. It is up to you. I will not concentrate on this one. So this is the first option in order to share this project with others, or to Teams. It means to Microsoft Teams, because we in Palestine, for example, and other countries, we are using nowadays for teaching our online, use Microsoft Teams. We can go ahead to the team that we want to share this project with them. Look here. I can pick the team that I want and share the link or the code with them in order to play with them, or in order to make as assignment here. Look here, I will maybe choose someone, maybe for some special cases, maybe some students who are weak. I will make some simple quizzes, some simple Kahoots, and send to same person. Or, for example, to this team for the 10th grade, for the 12th grade, whatever. Look here, just press the team, choose the team here. Maybe you can also choose more than team and send it to them, and then they say share. Look here, it will say yes, it will, or it is shared. So Google Classroom, Teams, or in the Facebook, you can also share it in your page for the Facebook. For example, I have a page for my English club. You can put many things or anything you want, write anything. Please, my student, see this Kahoot, play it, and send me a screenshot of your answer. And without a screenshot, as we saw, there are reports of the students with their names, with their percentage of answering these questions. Then you can put it on your Facebook, or put it for your only use wherever you want. I will not share it now. Or in your Twitter. So another way to share it on your Twitter in order to engage more and more people, and you can make tags for any people or any, for example, companies, for example, Microsoft Edu, or your colleague, your student, whatever. Okay, MIE expert, whatever, X awards, etc., etc. Maybe my colleague, for example, sorry, my colleague Lina. No, here for persons, maybe this one. Yes, look here, etc., etc. Then you can spread and put it like this. Look here. Here he says that he wants to be assured if I am not a robot or not, because I use this from maybe application to application. I am not a robot. Is continue. Then you can see my sharing here. Look here. Yes. This is my account on Twitter. As a global student, as teachers, we should have accounts on Twitter in order to spread information, to exchange ideas, to share opinions, etc. Yes. Look here. Here, this is my Kahoot. anyone can press it and play it anytime that he or she wishes and put anything that he wants. We will return another time. So these are the things, and this one I don't use it, so I will not talk about it. Look here, the assigned Kahoot ends in 1 day. It means that after 11 p.m. that I mentioned in my assignment, they will not be able to answer. Many times they said, teacher, I can't open my Kahoot. I said, yes, because it is the start date February 13 at 8:20 كده. Then it ends at February 14th at 11 p.m. 11 p.m. and 1 minute, they will not open it. Okay, who hosted it? Who made it? Who created it? شوقية 6 اللي هي الاكونت اللي that I created it. Okay, so this is the first thing. Now I'll share another time the pen. Please, without making an account, you can go ahead to this one, to Kahoot. I will say as students, put this Kahoot, please, this pen. I will go to Kahoot another time. Look here. How can I play with my teacher without having an account? The first time I picked this one in order to create Kahoot. The other time for just bring the pin code. Please now imagine that I am your teacher and you are my students. Sorry for that, but for the case of a training, just imagine that you are students. Take the code that I sent you in the chat box, okay, and then choose this option, not the first option now. Option for you for creating a Kahoot. Now you imagine yourself as a student and your teacher has sent you this code. Just press it. Please play with me in order to see how many players will be engaged in this game. Then put it like this. This is 0, 3, 1, 6, 3, 2, 1, 5. Please write it correctly. And we will see how this Kahoot will appear for both students and teachers. Then press enter. Now the screen says to you, ready, get set, started. Ready? Yes. Now just put your name. Everyone writes her real or his real name. Then okay, go. Look here, those are the names of the players on the screen. Now it will not begin till I begin. Yes. Now this is the screen for the students. This is the screen. I am Ace. I didn't put anything else. I am a student. Wrong. This is the correct answer. It is very important to show the next answer. Now, look here. So, please play with me to see who is the winner. Next, past simple or present perfect, which is correct? I've seen this film last or I saw. Then next, it depends on you if you are correct and fast. So Arij number 1, Gulimuru number 2, Marina number 3, etc. number 3. Yes. Past simple or which is correct. Now I didn't. It is correct. Then next. Yes. Yes, false. Then Look here, who comes first, then second, third? Fill in the blanks, past simple or present perfect. They, some new clothes last week. They have, yes. No, they bought. I wanted to show you how it is correct or wrong. How does it appear? Then number 6 out of 10, and also the time. Fill in the past simple or present. When she was a child, she yes, correct. Then number 7, this is past simple. Yes, yes. Look here, Miss Wafa was the first, now becomes number 5, because it depends, as I said, how you are fast and correct. These are past simple. Yes. So I want to my student to differentiate between past simple and present perfect. Number 9, question number 9. We in Africa for 8 years now. Yes. Then number 5, Aris number 1, Marina number 2, Gilmarno number 3, teacher Ruba number 4, teacher Shawqia number 6. Okay, the last question, my partner. Yes, now type the answer. Type it right. Yes, I need this. Type write it. Yes. Look here, 2 choices. I bought one with capital, one with small, in case that some students will write this or this, because if I write just one, this one, which is the correct one, if he writes this, he will put it wrong for him. Now, next. Yes, Marina number 1, Arij number 2. How many points? Look here. نعم.
Mrs. Shawqia, please,
نعم.
could you share the form?
Yes, I sent it to you, Mr. Amir, on WhatsApp. Please send it in the chat and try to fill your name and email correctly, please. And your certificate will, or you will receive your certificate automatically in your email. Thank you, Mr. Amir. So now this is the end of it. Now this is the podium. If you want to save this link and come to see it another time and challenge, then you can also copy and challenge it. Okay, so this is about how can we play it as an assignment. Now let's return another time to it. The past simple or another thing maybe. How can we play it in another way? Now, as I said, either in the classic mode, it means player versus a player. You can just pick the pin code here, and the teacher, here I put a video for them in order to talk something important they can watch before playing. For example, you can pick this one, and you cannot start now till your teacher starts. Look here, this is the start button, and this is, you can lock the game to prevent more players from joining. It means that I will say to them, tomorrow at 5 o'clock, we will start a game, a live game, my students. If they come after 5 minutes, I can look here. It means no one can enter this game while we are playing live. Okay, so just pick this one. You can pick this one another way, and I can show you this. Please copy it. Please, someone write it in the chat box. Someone write it in the chat box. I cannot copy it.
But in this video, I'm just going to focus on the two main differences.
Yes, I will stay for a minute just for copying it.
Is whether you are focusing on an action or a result. So here is one example.
We are about to finish.
This is a
yes, now I can go another time to Kahoot, okay, and pick another time this one and put it, and how can it will be shown? 3,
what we can say about it is
copy as it is. 3, 8,
on the act
3,
of reading,
6,
the action
7,
reading.
6,
So when
7.
you're using
Okay,
perfect
then enter like the first one, but it is different. We will see how it is different. Please write your name. Shawqia.
However, in the second example,
okay, Shawqia 1. Okay, go. Now, how it is shown for your student and how is it shown to you? See your nickname on the screen. This is the screen of your student. He will not see anything till the teacher press the start button here. Okay, look here. I will start, but I will wait for 1 minute because just I am Shawqia with Miss Selma enter this game. I want more players to enter. Just copy this pin code, put it. Either if you don't want if you don't have an account, yes, I want more players, please.
I've been helping him for a long time. So both are talking about something that's stopped.
Yes. Here I muted the sound of this video. If you want it, then you can press it another time. Yes. Please enter the game. Can't you? Can't you just press, take this number, this pin code, this Sheikha. Yes, this one number. You can press and write your name another time. Yes. More players, please. Just take this game pin. Go to another browser like this. Put the game pin. Write your name. This is the student's page. He cannot see anything till the teacher press the start button. And I can look the game by this after a few minutes in order to prevent a student to enter after we begin, because they will miss many things. So I will start. Look here, this is the teacher's screen. This is live game. This is live game. Okay, this is the screen for the teacher, and this is the screen for the student. Just it appears, or the colors appear, so he can pick just one. For example, this button, maybe he will look at this teacher's screen and pick the color on his device. Look here. Sorry. This is the teacher's screen. Okay. Then if I skip now, I'll move to another question. Look here. Yes. Then next, Selma. Then Shawqia, Sheikha. Then false. I have known Muna for 5 years. Look at the student's screen. Question 2, true or false. Just the color. And he looks at his teacher's or her teacher's screen. Just pick the color according to this. I have known Muna for 5 years and we are close. Yes, we will see if it is right or not. Look here, I cannot pick here. I can pick here as a student by choosing the color. etc. And then at the end of the game, he will show me who's the first, the second, the third, and they will celebrate him or her. This is as a live game. As a live game at the same time, you are with your students, you with your screen, and they are with their devices. He says to me, have 785 points, and I am in the fourth place and 46 points behind Selma Al-Hajj. Now, I can, as a teacher, press next. Here, Bara 900. Then this number 951, Salma Al-Hajj 800. مش مجاوبة, it doesn't answer, so the 0. Okay, then the teacher press number 3 from 14 question. My friend has been writing since 2 hours. Since 2 hours. Is it false or true? Look here, true, the blue one. False is the red one. I can pick this one because it is false. As a student here, etc. I don't want to complete it, but just the point from the live one. Okay, etc., etc. Then I can skip to another one. Yes, it is correct. False. Then here, who is here? This number comes the first. Salma has number 2, Shawqia 1, number 3, Bara number 4, etc. Then I can move and till the end. Okay, this is for the sake of start as a classic and as a player versus player. But if I want to make them as a team, maybe in one device, or each team and each member has a team. Personal devices, I can also send them like the first thing. Maybe I send them this code for a team. For example, to them tomorrow at 6 we will meet online, and each group, for example, I divide my class into groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, whatever, and each group has or every member in the group has a device, and we will make a competition between groups, and the same thing I can start, and then they can see the colors because it is online game. Okay, for the sake of time, because I had a lot of time, so I will stop till now, and if there is any question, please, you can. Here, look, this is practice. If you want to practice the game by yourself to check if it is possible, if it is correct, if it is easy, you can practice it by yourself before sending it to your students. That's it for Kahoot. If I want to talk more and more, it will be more time. Look here, it is open for 23 hours and 59 minutes, and it will be stopped, and it has 14 questions and hosted by, for example, so and so, etc., etc. And those are the things that we talked about. Thank you for joining. Sorry for making you wait for me for this time, but I hope that you enjoyed this application, and you will practice doing it because it is very interesting. Thank you all. Thank you. Yes, the form. Did you send the form? Did you send it? I will send it another time.
Not yet.
Wait a minute.
Not yet.
Yes. So I will. Yes. Now this is the form. Please write your name correctly and your email and your country, and at once you will receive your certificate. If you write your email correctly, you will receive it by your email. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Yogesh. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Miss Fakiha. Amin, you too. Hope you enjoy it. You can raise your hand and ask. Please, Miss Najla. Miss Najla. Miss Najla. Go ahead with your question. Yes, you are not enabled. Sorry, I will enable you. Sorry. Now you can open your mics, all of you, but please raise your hand before talking. Please, Miss Najla, you can unmute yourself. Miss Najla, where are you? Miss Selma, please go ahead with your question. Miss Najla, Miss Selma, you can unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself. Why doesn't work? The link works.
Thank you.
The link.
Hello,
Thank you very
everybody.
much.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Mrs. Shawqia. I am Selma Haj Selma from Tunisia. I want to thank you. I missed you a lot. Thank
Me
you.
too. Me too.
Thank
you
you
very
for
much.
this. Thank you for this training, Mrs.
Yes, hope you enjoyed my presentation. Hope you enjoyed it and liked it.
Yes, Mrs. Yes.
Inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. I want for you all this access.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. You too.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye. Miss Wafa. Miss Wafa.
السلام عليكم
Please go
للجميع.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Good evening for all. Thank you very much, Mrs. Shawqia, for this fabulous training session. It's very wonderful and full of fruitful information. Just one question.
Thank you. Yes.
Could we join Kahoot with Canva or with Bowtoon or Articulate?
No. You see, just with Classroom, with Teams, with Twitter, Facebook, and just for these applications.
Thank you very much.
Canva. But you can join Kahoot to Canvas. How? Look here. For example, I have Canvas here. I will show you. For example, this my presentation that I talked today about it. Here I use Canva. Okay, I can come with the Kahoot here, the Kahoot link. For example, this one. I can pick this one. I can take the link from here. And for example, if I want to send this presentation for my student with, for example, reading text, questions, and the text, look here, like this. I can put this link here and just share it with my students, okay, like this, مشاركة, this Canva. Okay, I put the Kahoot in Canva. Maybe I want you as a teacher to cooperate with me with this project on Canva. I can put the link and send it to you for editing, or just I send it to you for just to watch it, okay? And you can watch everything. Maybe I put in Canva Kahoot, quizzes, nearboard, Wakelet, Sway, whatever I want, for example. Okay, and also if you want put this link of Canva in Kahoot, it's okay. Just as a link.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Ms. Shawqia, again for your great session presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Wafa. Thank you. Is there any other question? Yes, if there is any other question, I'm ready to answer. Yes, Mubarak, Mr. Mubarak, please go ahead with your question.
Assalamu alaikum, madam. It's Mubarak Ali from India. First of all, thanks for your insightful presentation, madam, and extending my sincere thanks to the organizers. My question is, let me know what's the difference between PowerPoint and to the Kahoot. PowerPoint belongs to Microsoft, and let me know Kahoot belongs to whom, madam?
Yes, also if you search for Microsoft Office 365, you can see many applications like presentations, PowerPoints, for example, like Sway, like Wakelet, like Kahoot, like many other applications. But I prefer this one because it is very easy for students. It is engaging. As you know, our kids, our children are fascinated by technology. But for example, PowerPoint, it needs more time maybe to bring the pictures to make them suitable for the each slide. But if you look at this presentation, when I choose and pick pictures, no, just pick them and put them without organizing them, without putting limits for them, etc. But by using PowerPoints, maybe it needs from you a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort to fix the pictures, maybe to put them in a TD way. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, on
Thank
behalf
you,
of all
Mr.
the,
Muhammad.
thank you, madam. My one more obligation, madam, on behalf of all the audience, okay? It's a really insightful presentation, madam, but what to say, na, the extending more than 2 hours, no, it creates monotonous to the audience, madam, okay? What I'm saying is a very, very, very invaluable insight presentation. At the meantime, we need to satisfy our audience also, madam. Both win-win things is a very important thing, madam. Next time, ask him to cut down the presentation, not begin more than of 1.5 hours, madam. It's my humble request to you, madam. Thanks a lot.
Thank you a lot for your comment and coming. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, if there is another question, or we can stop. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being engaged, and hope you get benefit from our presentation and our training. Yes, I will send the form another time. Yes, for those who ask for it. And the form works. The form works. I will show you how. Look here.
Assalamu alaikum. It's me, Nadia Noreen from Pakistan. May I ask the question?
Yes, you can go ahead.
Yeah,
Welcome,
right.
Miss
Okay.
Nadia.
Yeah, I'm from Pakistan. It's me, Nadia Noreen. Thank you very much for the wonderful presentation. It's really very effective, especially with reference to the online teaching and learning patterns. It's very productive when we can learn a lot of strategies and we can learn so many new things. Thanks a lot. My concern is whatever like you have shared in the form of the quizzes, the assignments, and so many other things relevant to the videos for the students. Is it possible, can we share the same quiz and same strategy and same thing from the gallery, from the library to the other section with so many section, in case if I'm teaching 3 or 4 sections with all the sections, can I use the same things, or I need to go for some different quiz or some different collection of items whatsoever I have done in the library? So this is what I want to know.
If I understand you, maybe if you want to share the same Kahoot for many grades, is it right?
Exactly. Yes. The
Yes,
same
yes. As
Kahoot
I said,
program.
yes. If you see me at the last part of the presentation, I said I can send it to many teams. For example, look here, I can choose, for example, the 9th grade, the 4th grade, the same link. I can send it to many grades, especially
Right.
with
Okay.
language. Lessons, for example, present simple numbers, maybe seasons, it is, etc. Sometimes the many grades take it, so I can share it with many levels and many students.
Right. Okay. This is excellent. Thank you very much. Thanks a
Thank,
lot.
thank you. And
Jazakallah.
you can, if
Thank you
you
very much.
don't have time, as I said, you can pick from the library any Kahoot and share it if it is like assignment or an online game.
Right. Okay. Okay. That's really wonderful. Thank you.
السلام عليكم. السلام عليكم مس شوقية، يعطيك العافية، محاضرة كتير حلوة. بس أسأل عن آيتك بتفتحي بالمسجات، كيف بدي أحصل على الشهادة؟
بتروح على ايميلك مباشرة، بتلاقيها في ايميلك بإذن الله. وانا ان شاء الله الدرايف راح اشارككم معاكم على مجموعاتي بإذن الله. اوكي مس ريهام.
اوكي، انا ببحث بالايميل مش موجودة، لهيك بسأل، ولا انا توقعت تكون متواجدة بالايميل اصلا.
بس شوية شوفيها بالسبام، شوفيها بالسبام اكيد موجودة.
اوكي ان شاء الله، يعطيك العافية.
يلا شوي هيني بدي افتح شوية. شوفي وين الشهادات، هيهم كل اللي بيكتبوا مزبوط بيجوا. These are your certificates. Look here. This one. This is the first one. And this is another one. And the third one. He wrote his name in Arabic.
الاسبان مش متواجدة بالايميل بالسبام.
بتلاقيها ان شاء الله. Contact me after the session ان شاء الله.
Okay.
Yes, those are your certificates. Yes, thank you. Thank you another time, all participants from all over the world. Thank you for valuable time. And I hope from you, you begin practice using and creating Kahoots. And please share them to see how much you get benefit from this session. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Good night.
Goodbye. Many thanks for you, Mrs. Shawqia. Thank
and
you
for
very
you,
much.
Miss Wafa, hope you enjoyed it and you
Very much.
like it. And
Very much.
I want to see your Kahoots.
Inshallah. Thank
إن
you very
شاء
much.
الله. إن شاء الله يعطيكم العافية و good night, happy dreams إن شاء الله.
The same to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. الأسبوع الجاي عندنا ضيفة من السعودية، انتظرونا.